Hi, everyone. I'm Arlen Bento Jr. Welcome to the Shoot Par Now Golf Show. Here with my main man, James Stemmer.
What's up, buddy?
Good to see you, Jimmy.
Good to be seen.
Hope everybody's having a great week up there. Before we get started, I want to thank our show sponsor, Divot Board. If you don't have one, you're missing out. I think this is one of the best products you'll ever learn to teach you how to make a divot. If you see this, you're doing really good. If you see this early this way, that's not good.
Not good.
That's a fat flubber right there, right?
That's you hit the big ball first.
Yep. You got to hit the ball and make contact. And it also shows you if you're coming over the top, you'll see this kind of action. No good. And if you're coming too from the inside, hitting big hooks or pushes, you're going to come this way. So, hey, great product. Link in description. Check it out. Make a great gift. Holidays coming up.
There you go.
So, another week of golf. Another a lot of interesting things going on.
A lot of stuff going on. The LPGA was in state. They were on the other side of the state.
On the other coast, on West Coast.
They had Kai
Trump played.
Kai Trump played.
Yeah, I saw an 83.
Yeah, she shot an 83, and I think she was 8 shots better on Friday.
Oh, that's good.
So she shot 75 on Friday. Didn't make the cut, but
still, she's young.
But she's a senior in high school. So
is she a senior already? God,
so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That was her LPGA Tour debut. So that was awesome.
Player. She's going to do fine.
That was awesome.
I forgot. Did she commit to school? Do you know?
Not that I'm aware of. No, I don't know. I would think she probably has, but we just haven't. I
don't know what it is. But I enjoy her. I watch her content. And actually, today's show, we're going to have a new feature. We're going to talk about content. Oh, look, I have a little piece of tape on my finger.
Hey.
It's unusual.
Hey,
let me tell you why this is on here since I brought it up.
Since you brought it up. I just thought he was weird.
So I kind of had this little cut on my finger. I just pulled it from hitting balls or something. But I tell you what, I just put this tape on that second digit where the club should be. I mean, that thing feels so good in my grip, man. Like,
kind of teaches you. It's got that memory for you, right?
It's good. Hopefully you're not allergic to tape, but it's just a piece of black duct tape. And it's not going to come off, right? But it looks kind of cool, though, doesn't it? It's cool.
Being goth.
That's about as goth as I am.
At least you didn't paint your fingernails black. I don't
know. I struggle with that one. So PGA Tour was the Butterfield Bermuda Championship this week, right?
Poor Bermuda. I mean, place looked good considering they had, 2 hurricanes in a matter of a couple of weeks?
Right.
Like, a month ago?
Right.
I mean,
it looked okay.
Place is out in the middle of the ocean. I don't know
it's so isolated
what they did to Mother Nature, but Mother Nature
Bermuda's way off the U.S. coast. I mean, it's
way out there.
It's probably like Outer Banks, right?
Yeah.
It's not Florida. It's out there, though.
It's out. It's above the Carolinas and way out there in the ocean. And Mother Nature went...
Couple times this year.
I'm going to have a hurricane come right over the top of you.
But they held it, and this guy, Adam Schenk. Ooh, man. Schenk.
This is not the best name to have as a golfer.
That's Schenk, right?
Yeah, Schenk.
Yeah, Schenk.
Not Shank, but Schenk with an E.
That would be a story in itself.
Oh, I had one of those.
Anyway, a Shank or a story about a Shank?
I had a hosel rocket.
On your thing?
On yesterday. At
the event?
No, not at the event I was at. No.
Okay, leave that. We'll talk about it later. So this guy, Adam Schenk, won his first event minus 12, which doesn't sound very low.
There's a lot of wind. Man, did you see the wind? Man,
I did not.
The wind was like 30, 40 knots on
Hey, but he won his $1 million. Hey. Good for him, right?
And tour exemption for the next 2 years.
Yeah, the whole thing, right? And moves him up in that FedEx toward the end of the year stuff. Mm-hmm. So everyone's jockeying on tour, right? There's one more to get to get status to go to the full live.
To be in the top 100 to get status for next year,
Yeah, so that's always going on. So it's big. It was like you said, it was very windy. Over in the DP World Tour Championship in Dubai, Matt Fitzpatrick held off Rory McIlroy in a playoff. And the winner share was $3 million. Talk about the difference between the off-season tour and first place. Well, this is the World Championship. This is the big one, right?
That was like our FedEx Cup championship.
Right. Okay. So that's the end of the what used to be.
So it was just a measly $3 million?
Yeah.
FedEx is 3 times that.
But Rory's still there. I mean, he's still playing. I mean, it's November and they're still firing.
They're still playing. Yeah,
it's amazing how late that is, right?
Yeah.
Next PGA Tour event, the RSM Classic, and this is the fall finale.
Okay.
This is the last.
They're
one.
done till January.
Yep. This is up in Sea Island. We were just talking about
that. Yeah.
Up in that Sea Island, Georgia area, and so it's the last event of the FedEx Cup, and players ranked 51st to 100 are fighting to secure status.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a
now it's not a good time to fall out of the top 100.
No, because then you got to go back to Q School and you got to do all this other stuff. Well, actually, Q School is this week, I think.
Yeah.
And there's been a bunch of Q School started. First stage started already.
Yeah.
So first stage is kind of like everybody, and then the next group, like some of these guys are going to fall into.
They'll fall and they'll be into the next stage. Yeah, because they've already been on the tour.
This guy Nick Cassidy shoots a 58.
58
at first stage.
Oof.
13 Bs.
13 birdies and 1 bogey.
13 birdies. Wow. Nick Cassidy. Never heard of him.
That's a crazy scorecard.
1 bogey.
A lot of circles on that scorecard. Holy moly.
It looks like Bryson DeChambeau playing for the Red Tees. We'll talk about him today, too. And then the DP has its own Q School coming up for its tour cards. So that'll be going on overseas. We're going to try something new in our show. Mm-hmm. And we're looking for input.
We're all going to wear black tape on our fingers.
This is going to be a trend.
Okay.
That'll be viral in itself. Viral trend.
You're patenting that right now.
When we teach our lesson.
Trademark it.
Well, I don't know about all that. But at the end of, we do a lesson tip, right? End of the show, and we're gonna work on footwork today. And we're still kind of dealing with how to fix your slice, and this will be part of that concept. So make sure you watch to the end. So what I did, this is kind of interesting. So I took the top YouTube creators for the week.
Uh-huh.
So it's top 10, right? And we're looking at views on who did what.
Okay.
Which is interesting. And we were talking earlier about watching the Internet Championship, right? All the YouTube stuff. And I thought that was interesting. And the winner was Brad Dalkey. I forgot Francis's last name. And then the guy they called Beef, who actually died. He's huge. He died like after this event.
After they finished taping
this event. He won $333,000. Wow. He was like young. And, I feel bad. And, prayers go out to his family. And he was great on the show. But I can't believe it was like this whole thing. And it's just crazy how that wrapped in. But, so sad. But anyway, if you haven't watched that, go check it out. It was part of Barstool Sports and Bob Does Sports, who's actually one of the top guys. He was actually top 6. So here's the list, okay? So Bryson DeChambeau last week had 1.7 million views for the week.
And I was probably a couple of those, yeah.
Yeah, and a couple of those. So he does this. So he's playing amateurs, and he's doing a lot of stuff about how to create pro level speed. Rick Shiels is still way up there. Mm-hmm. He had over 150K in 48 hours he's testing Amazon product golf balls. He's like, look what I got on Amazon. And do you guys like stuff like that? Do you like stuff? I mean, we can get Amazon stuff and give our reviews, but I don't know. I don't think that's that fun.
I don't know.
I think it's just fun because he's got 3 million followers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peter Finch, who I really like, he's a good player. Yes. I like Peter Finch a lot. And he's doing some stuff with playing with some of course, because when you get the big YouTube followership, right, you can go play with 3-time PGA champions, right?
Yeah.
Good is still doing their stuff. And I saw good girls out there. They're building, Good is, right? With all the guys that started. Grant Horvat was part of that. Grant Horvat's number 5.
Good's. They got a huge younger following.
Oh, that's how it was. Grant and Garrett Clark started it, and it's huge. They have their own brand with Cal. It's big. It's a big thing. It's a great name because we all say good. Like, hey, good putt, right?
Yeah,
great name.
Good. Yeah.
So Grant Horvat broke away from Grant Horvat's South Fork High School where we are. He grew up here. Grant, if you ever see this, send me a message. I'd love for you to come up, maybe jump in our show, come out to the golf course.
Yeah, I got a third seat.
I got some really good juniors that would love to play with you or do some content. So if you catch that, Send that to Grant. And Bob does sports. We talked about that. He did a whole thing with Fat Perez, who was actually on the creator thing, which I thought was good. That Barstool internet is just generating millions of views right now. Mm-hmm. And then a couple people that I saw up here and I never heard of. Amy Cho I've heard of. It's like Golf with Amy. Mm-hmm. And she has a lot of lady followers. She does a really good job. And this guy, Aaron Rye.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even heard a straight driver, some interesting, but it's kind of interesting to see what videos are trending.
Straightest driver on tour. More straight than, he said, that's what he says. And now, is it straighter than Calvin Peete was? Calvin Peete was pretty straight.
Oh, he's a tour player.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. So he's the straightest driver on tour.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I didn't know what that was. I thought he was like a creator.
Yeah.
I got to look into that one because I want to see, we all struggle. We talk about, driving the golf ball and how important it is. And then the PGA Tour obviously does good. So these are just 10 videos now.
And you notice the Live Tour's not on there.
No.
They're not in the top 10.
No. I wonder where they are.
I don't know.
I only ran top 10.
Know. But they're going to a 72-hole format next year.
They kind of have to.
Yeah.
Because they saw that their players don't stay sharp without extra round. So 10 videos for the week. Okay. Top 10 videos. 4.2 million views.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's a lot of people watching.
Man, we should start our show and put it on YouTube. Hey, do that.
Well, you think? There's an idea.
Just so you guys know, too, big week. This is a par week for our golf show. You know why it's a par week?
Why is that?
It's our it's our 36th episode.
Ooh.
36. Even
par the front nine.
Yeah.
Par the front
We'll let you know when we get to 72.
Sweet.
We're moving along.
Okay. We're here before you know it.
Wanted to talk a little bit. So Shoot Par Now is the name of my golf teaching system, right? And it's really good system. And if you haven't, check out Shoot Par Now. And you can join the system for $60 a year. Okay? You pay your $60, you get access to the online learning app, you get access to the private Facebook page.
Okay.
You get access to all of the Shoot Par Now, like forms and tools and everything. You get discounts on lessons. You get discounts on online lessons. We got a promotion coming out. If you haven't joined, for $97, you can get an online lesson, which is normally like $150, and you can get a membership. And when you belong to the membership, you can get an online lesson anytime you want for $75 or less, depending. Sometimes we run specials on those, but it's a lot. So I tell people all the time, it's a really good system. It's working really well. Love for you to join it. Weather's nice, beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Academy's open. I'm at the Saints Golf Course, which is a public golf course right in the middle of
Port St. Lucie?
Yeah, Southern Port St. Lucie. We do classes. We do clinics. We have a real robust junior program. If you go to my Instagram, I forgot to mention, you got to follow us on Instagram too. Arlen Bento JR, Stammer Golf. A lot of pictures up there. So clinics, membership, and we're here in the indoor center.
Hey.
Yeah. So what else you got on the thing? Got any stories going on? Tell them about what you did at you got something else before the tournament, or the grand opening of the, I want to hear that one again.
Well, I played golf yesterday, and
this is going to be the S word.
Played over at Hammock Creek with a couple of my buddies. Played over there yesterday afnoon.
Can't be a good ending.
And the 12th hole there, or no, not 12th. Excuse me, 14th hole.
10, 11,
little short
12,
par 3.
Back around. Yeah.
Little short par 3 with water
right
going.
After the short par 4.
I hit a hosel rocket.
Wow.
I had a a pitching wedge in my hand from 130 yards, and I hit it. And instead of going towards the pin that way, it went that way. It kind of knuckled and went in the water.
And you only had one.
Yeah, only had one.
So that's okay.
That's okay. But it was
it
was very bizarre. I'm like,
so let me ask you,
where did that come from?
Right. So here, the coach is going to go through this, right? Because sometimes this is one of the calls I take where people are shanking or have the shanks, and I have to put on my my detective hat, right?
And the weird part about this was the next full swing after 13, where I hit a 6-iron from in the trees to about 12, 15 feet from the hole.
So, I hit the trees on that hole.
It's 13 down the left side.
Wasn't that the one with the big pond?
The big bunker in the middle of the fairway. Yeah,
you hit it left in the junk.
I was left in the
going towards the par 3.
No, the par 3 was there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then I hit it left in the trees, but had an opening.
Yeah.
And I figured I got 100. I had like 150 some yards, and I was like, well, if I hit a 6-iron, I can keep it low. And I think it was because I took what to me was a half swing instead of.
Oh, I got the wrong hole in my head. I got it. There is a pond there too. I got you.
And I hit it and looked up into the sun, had no idea where it went.
Yeah.
And then my buddies are going, that was a great shot. I'm like, well, where is it? They're like,
so you got
it's on the green.
You got a lucky one.
And then the golf gods went, yeah, you got to pay for that.
So let me ask you about the Schenk thing. This might help people if they ever get the Schenk. So usually when you have some kind of like mental breakdown, because I'm going to say it's more mental than physical. So were you mad because you missed the putt?
I did miss the putt, but I wasn't angry about it. No.
Were you in between clubs on the Schenk?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So was there a little doubt in your head over the ball on taking something off of it?
I thought I had too much club in my hand because I knew I probably wouldn't get there with my gap wedge.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I got to go pitching wedge, and I'm like, man, if I hit this well, it's going to be long, and I don't really want to be long. So yeah.
Okay. Yep. So here's an old coach thing, right? So the mistake was that you were in between and you tried to swing a little bit less. And sometimes when you do that, it can throw off your timing.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to maneuver the ball, a half inch either way if you change, So you probably just should have gone recommitted. And maybe now another way to take off some distance without changing effort is if you took the wedge and you held down on the club like an inch.
Choke down a little bit.
Choke down a little bit. And make the same swing, because that's enough. That choke down will take off some of the speed, right? Mm-hmm. So again, looking back, whenever people tell me they have stuff, I always ask them to think. And there's always these common denominators, and that's actually one of them. So anyway, if you heard that, I hope it helps. If you're between clubs, sometimes be careful on dropping down, especially if it's something that you don't practice or you're good at. And it sounds like. Well, you hit the crazy shot the hole before, but other than that, you're hitting it pretty good then.
Yeah.
That happens. Well, good recovery. Did you make a 5? Did you get back? You make a 6 after that sucker went in the water, right?
Yeah, it was in the water. I re-teed and hit, and of course it went a little long, so I was on the back. I wasn't in the bunker, but I was in the rough in the back.
Gotcha.
And there was no way to stop my chip anywhere close, so I took 6. Yeah.
That happens. A trip a bogey. Yeah, coming down the stretch after making a miraculous save for par. Yeah, sounds like golf, right?
Yeah, so it's a 4-letter word.
So then, tell us a little bit about you got a chance to go to Furyk.
Couple Fridays ago, we have a new course in town called Glynlea. It's out on Glades Cutoff Road, south of Walton, south of Midway Road.
Nothing out there for
way out west.
Yeah,
built on some old farmland.
Yep.
And, Jim Furyk was hired to be the course designer. It's Jim's first solo course, his first signature design, and they had their grand opening on Friday. Jim was out to hobnob with everybody, and we could go out. I left work a little early and went and played.
Yep.
And then they had Jim was there for answer questions, talk about the course. They have a top tracer thing there. They had Retief Goose in there for that. They had an open bar. They had heavy hors d'oeuvres, and we had dinner. They had a band playing.
Jimmy,
I mean, I was rubbing elbows with the best of them.
I love the picture too. He got a great picture of it.
Yeah, it was rubbing elbows with the best of them.
Send me the picture. I'll put it in the video.
Okay. And really good time.
Yep.
Jim. It just so happens that Jim Furyk has the same hometown as my father.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Oh.
And so we got to talk a little bit about that, and so that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I was asking him about the course, and one of the comments that one of the guys I was playing with had was that the course, it seems kind of flat off the tee. I mean, the very generous fairways, a lot of room, ball rolled really well.
It's a flat piece of land.
And it's a flat piece of land. But it was asking Jim about that, and he said, it's a development. So they're building homes. So a lot of the fill they pulled out of the ponds went to build up the home sites.
So it didn't give him stuff.
So he didn't get enough to do
shape a golf
to do everything and go crazy. So what he did was he took that dirt and he built
the green structure.
Awesome green complexes.
Yeah.
A lot of undulation on the greens, a lot of crazy little this, that, and the other thing all around the green. The whole green's complex, and that's where the course defends itself. And it makes for a really fun golf course because you can hit it. You can go at it off the tee, and it's going to defend itself. Through where you hit your approach shot, or if you miss the green, how you decide to play your next shot. And
I like the complex stuff when you miss greens, right? Like I think that's good, but I hope the greens aren't unputtable.
No, they're not. They're not.
You want to hit a good
unputtable.
Shot. You want to make a putt. Like you don't want to have like I call 3-foot breakers when you hit a good shot to like 12 feet.
Yeah, no, nothing that crazy. But
Well, I'm glad. Like I've been I've heard some people talk about. I haven't had a chance to go out there. I don't go and travel and do stuff, but that would probably be someplace I wouldn't mind seeing. Maybe next spring or something. Maybe we can go out there and check it out since you've got an insight over there.
We'll roll out there and
well, that was
tee it up
fun.
and play.
It's nice to have stuff. Like people like if you watch our show, we are in like kind of a mecca of golf.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Stuart, Florida is the next town up from
West Palm, Jupiter, where Jupiter's going crazy.
Well, Jupiter, like so many tour pros live in Jupiter.
Yeah.
They're here, right? Jupiter, Hope Sound, actually mostly Hope Sound, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hope Sound really is the next little town down, right?
Yeah.
And that's like 15, 20 minutes at the most.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of move up. Port St. Lucie about, from here, 30, 25?
20, 30 minutes,
Not even, right? But
depending on traffic.
Yeah.
On a Sunday, it's about 15 minutes.
Yeah, like during the week, woo!
During the week, going up US 1? No, not quite as much fun.
So that's going to be our show.
Well, one last thing.
One more thing. I'm sorry.
One more thing.
Yeah,
it was 5 years ago this week
5 years.
that they had the November Masters.
What is the November Masters?
Remember when they had COVID and they canceled the Masters? And
they moved it to
November. Moved it to November?
I do.
Instead of looking at all the azaleas blooming, we got to look at all the fall colors in the trees.
Yeah, it's true.
And there was hardly anybody there.
Right.
There was mostly members and their guests or their family.
They couldn't turn the corporate engines.
They couldn't bring everybody in to.
Yeah.
And I saw some interviews with some of the guys because they were talking to a few of them about this, because they were like, what was it like? How surreal was it? And they were like, it was like playing a practice round from years ago when, nobody there was just nobody there. He said it was very weird. You felt like you were prepping for the Masters, not playing in the Masters. So hard to believe it's been 5 years already.
And talk about like crazy time in human history. One of the craziest times, right? Yeah. And it's 5 years already.
Yeah.
And and we're still there's still part of that in our world, right?
And if you think the beverages and food and everything else are cheap now when you go to Augusta, that week they were free.
Oh, because they had, why not?
They had all that stuff to keep.
They had all stuff they had probably all starting fees. They had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
That would have been a good time to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that is our show for this week. Stay tuned, though. Don't run away. Don't get off here yet, because we are going to be helping you with a good lesson tip.
We're going to help you on your footwork.
Help you with your footwork, and we're still going to talk a little bit about like fixing your slice. It's part of that series we're working on. And please, if you could, make sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment. It really helps us out a lot. And we hope you enjoy our content, and we enjoy doing it, and we really appreciate you tuning in. So thanks for watching. Hey everyone, Arlen Bento Jr. with James Stammer. Welcome to my indoor center. We're going to give you a lesson tip to help you with your game. We're to continue to be working on like helping you fix the slice, but one of the components I wanted to work with was what the feet do, okay? Because if your lower body does not move properly, it's going to be very, very difficult to get the club to shallow and come from the inside, which is ultimately going to help you improve your slice, right? Mm-hmm. And we'll cover some slice stuff at the end of this, but let's talk about feet. So here's where this comes from. So in the golf swing, right, when players hit the golf ball, they have to figure out how to get the lower body to separate from the upper body. So see how my hips are turning this way, but my chest is still at the target, right? Mm-hmm. So for you going that way, you would get your lower body to turn to the left and your upper body to stay here. Mm-hmm. That's the only way to get the club to work from the inside, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so keeping that concept in mind, the footwork, right, makes a big deal, like how your feet move. Yeah. Now, here's where I'm going with this. So I'm watching an old Jack Nicklaus like video somebody clipped or put up. And Jack was talking about how he was taught to feel the rolling of his ankles, which is something that I remember but I don't teach as a general like movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's really interesting because I have a lot of, recreational players that have good golf swings. They're getting better, but they still have a really hard time getting to that impact position, that whole shift turn, because it's it's like throwing a baseball hard, right? But then this one guy I was helping, and I gave him the drill that Nicholas, and it worked perfectly. So I was going to share that with people today. It's so simple, okay? So I'm gonna let you, because I haven't even told you what we were doing today.
No,
so
I'm
is all
completely blind.
This is completely blind, right? Okay, so set up like you're gonna hit a mid-iron. We're gonna work on his footwork with an iron, and then we'll get to driver. Okay, so here's what Jack wanted you to feel. This is what he was taught. So in his backswing, he's gonna let his front lead foot, his left foot, there's gonna be a little bit of roll, but you cannot roll the weight into the right side. So the right leg, there's no roll, it's just the left. Okay. So as you go back, let that outside of your left foot kind of roll back. You feel that? Mm-hmm. Go all the way to the top. Good. Now what Jack was talking about, so your body has coiled very nicely here. Mm-hmm. So how do we transition this way without like thinking about all the stuff I'm trying to go over? Mm-hmm. And he just said both ankles roll that way. Look what happened. Keep going. Keep rolling. So the hip cleared. So it's a great little idea, right? So like I said, I'm thinking, wow, that's really good. So I'm gonna just face the camera and do it, okay? So people can see it. So the idea is here, like if I'm going into my backswing, I don't want this to roll. I just kind of want to feel this, right? This goes back. And then when I go forward, allow both ankles to roll that way. But see how my hip clears?
Yeah. And your chest is still square with the ball.
But it's a great tip because as what I found, I've been kind of using this in some of the lessons, is that people can feel that. Mm-hmm. And it's an easier association than thinking about turning their hips.
Yeah.
So do it one more time, just so people can see it. So basically his left heel, or it's not the heel, his left foot's going to roll a little. There, that's it. So you feel like the left side of your foot's moving. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then he's going to shift turn and get the heels to go that way. Good. That little foot movement. And if you're going to practice this is what I would recommend, right? I would practice this. I would hit little shots. I'd work narrow and I'd work on just a little chips. Just make sure that back foot doesn't roll. If you roll the back foot, you're dead. So
because then your weight gets outside your right foot.
Then you're going to sway and you're not going to pivot into your.
And that's my biggest issue when my game goes south.
Yeah,
I'm getting that sway in there.
Yeah, so. A lot of people, because that throws off the center on the bottom, right? And then so go ahead, set up. And when we talk about sway, Jimmy's got to feel more like so sway means the weight's going to move over, right? Which we don't want. He needs to pivot, right? So roll your ankle and pivot. So you can't sway. If this hip goes back, you can't sway. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, relax. Now, some people, there's a lot of pros out there that are trying to, but they're teaching the pro swing, right? Like what, the elite players do, right? They're McIlroys and whatever. And I get it. But most of us, we can't make that swing.
No.
So sometimes
you don't want Scheffler's footwork right now.
And again, but that's that's a rolling ankle though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rolling. He gets stuck at the bottom and he does some weird stuff, but the swing itself is amazing, right? Mm-hmm. I just don't know how long his ankles are going to work.
Yeah.
But okay, so that was like the first part of this. Now we're still going to talk about slice, right? Okay, so let's try a driver. And let's pretend, right there's great. Okay, go to the top of the backswing. Again, if you're struggling with slicing, the big thing is from the top, you can't let the club come forward, right? But if you're here and you start to roll your ankles, the club will drop. Look what happens. It naturally wants to drop this right shoulder down, which allows you to release the club at the bottom and clear the hips. And that motion that we're talking about with using the lower half, if you can learn to get the club to shallow here and then figure out at the bottom how to make sure the club face is square, right? You're gonna hit some great shots. So I know this looks like it's difficult, but it's not. Just learn to use your feet a little bit. Make sure that in the downswing, the club is dropping to the side of the body before it comes around, and then learn to square your club face, okay? Go back and look at some of the videos we already gave, and you'll see it. And we're gonna actually start to put just the tip videos on the channel too, so people can just go find them, okay? Anyway, that's your tip for this week. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, make a comment, please. It helps us a lot, please.
Yeah, just say hi.
Just say hi. Give us something to work on. We'll do it. We'll cover it and do a lesson tip for you. Thanks for watching.